Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Al, the neighborhood economist, and you are now tapped into the TICKR Finance YouTube channel. Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll be getting to the information you guys came for in just a moment, which is regulation is coming to crypto, but it's not exactly what you think. Before we get to that, just want to highlight the mission of TICKR Finance and TICKR Apparel. And the mission is to close the wealth gap in the United States through crypto assets and dope fashion and apparel. So you could go to www.tickerapparel.com and purchase one of 4 premium t-shirts that are available. We're starting with just t-shirts, but we're going to be expanding to so much more. With every purchase you make on the website, 10% of that will be returned to you in the form of Satoshis, which are fractal Bitcoins. Never been done anywhere before. Make sure that you enter in the email address accurately because you'll be receiving a link from Coinbase to retrieve your Satoshis. So we're super excited about that. And man, we're doing some big things. So we appreciate y'all participating and moving the ball forward. It's group economics at its finest. So with that being said, we'll go ahead and get to the reason y'all came here. So let's talk about what's going on with regulation in the crypto space. You guys knew it was coming. I knew it was coming, but it's not exactly what you think. In this instance, it's a good thing. Normally you see regulation and it's like, all right, here come the government sticking their nose about to muff stuff up, which, politicians can be good for doing and typically are known for muffing stuff up. Let me scroll up on the screen a little bit here. So right here, the U.S. Department of Justice is stepping up its policing of cryptocurrencies with the formation of a new task force. And that sounded, and then when I heard that, it sounded like, man, here we go. They're about to try to, stiff us out of our crypto or tax it to death. Who wants that? But in any event, then I started reading it. Like I said, it's not what you think. The U.S. Justice Department announced the launch of the National Cryptocurrency Enforcement Team. The task force will tackle the rise of ransomware attacks and the surge in crypto-related crimes. Chain Analysis reported that, I'm reading right here, guys. Highlight completely. Chain Analysis reported that there was an 80% increase in crypto crimes in 2021. So we need that, right? I think there's a lot of money in crypto. It's $1 trillion market pretty much right now. There's so much more money on the sidelines that would love to enter the space, I believe. And as more people learn about the space, there's going to be more people entering the space. As the space becomes a more safe marketplace to be able to conduct commerce and people be held and bad actors be held accountable for their crimes, you're going to see more people come into the space. And this is basically what this is saying. The government is about to step in and this is the purpose of government, right? To protect people, protecting and serving people, not necessarily, impeding on progress. We don't want that. From what I understand here, this is not going to impede on progress. In fact, I believe it's going to help move the ball forward with more mass adoption of crypto, in addition to what TICKR Apparel is doing with mass adoption, which you receiving Satoshis, 10% of the gross sale back in Satoshis. So it's just as big as TICKR Apparel. But that said, that's important, right? Like you had the whole exchange that blew up in 2016 where the couple just got caught, the 3.6 billion I forgot the name of the exchange. But anyway, like this stuff is taking place in crypto, and because it wasn't really regulated and was flying under the radar, it attracted a lot of people to the crypto space. It also attracted a lot of bad actors. So as you see the data, 80% increase in crypto crimes. Now imagine there was an 80% increase in any one area of like violent crimes in the US, like the attention that would garner and the immediacy of action that the government would take to quell that. Like if there's an 80% jump in crime in a major metropolitan city, I could almost guarantee you that the National Guard would probably take over the city. In this instance, these crypto assets are real valuable assets. People have invested it in, and you got crime going through the roof, and nobody's being held accountable. No bad actors are being held accountable. So in my view, it's good to see the government stepping in. That's also legitimizing the cryptocurrency space. The more the government steps in and wants to provide protection for people, which that's the government's job, uh, that further legitimizes the market and is going to invite more capital into the market. So I'm actually excited to hear that. And this is my first time reading this article, guys. So we're kind of reading it together. I'm reacting at the same time you are. With the rapid, I'm going to read this paragraph here. With the rapid innovation of digital assets and distributed ledger technologies, we have seen a rise in their illicit use by criminals who exploit them to fuel cyber attacks and ransomware extortion schemes. Traffic in narcotics, hacking tools, and illicit contraband online commit thefts and scams and launder the proceeds of their crimes, said Assistant Attorney General Kenneth A. Polite Jr. of the Justice Department Criminal Division in the release. Now, that being said, I mean, that just highlighted negative things. Now, these things do take place in the crypto space, and they aren't to be overlooked. At the same thing, crypto is changing lives, right? Like, we can't deny the fact that crypto has helped people achieve a level of financial freedom that they may not otherwise have been able to achieve had it not been for crypto, right? So I don't believe we could just throw the baby out with the bathwater in this particular instance, but it's good that the government is stepping in and really gonna give some accountability to these bad actors who are taking advantage of people. Says that a separate report found that cyber crooks laundered $8.6 billion worth of dirty crypto last year, and laundering surged 30%. And laundering surged 30%. There's been a 33 billion in crypto laundered since 2017, primarily through centralized exchanges, according to the research firm. Well, that's kind of a bit of news, that most of this money laundering is happening on centralized exchanges like Coinbase, Kraken, Crypto.com. Those are considered centralized exchanges. Some of the more offshore overseas exchanges are going to be considered more decentralized. But of course, if you're in the US, you're going to have to abide by certain regulations. So to know your customer rules, all that type of stuff, that's going to be considered a centralized organization or a centralized platform or exchange. So listen, nobody's denying there's not bad actors in the space. There's bad actors in every space. So you hear these numbers, but if somebody asks you how much money is laundered, how many US dollars are laundered every year, that number probably triples or quadruples the 8.6 billion, if not more than that, right? But in this instance, we do have to highlight what's going on in crypto and protect people. I think it's the government's job to help protect people the best that they can from just straight up dirty crooks, right? Like, that's happening. A lot of rug pull, scam tokens and meme tokens are kind of taking people for a wild ride. So you got to be careful with that stuff. When you're honestly at this point, the industry is still new. If you're investing outside of the top 10 coins, you're taking a huge risk. I'm not saying not to invest outside of the top 10 coins. In fact, I'm not saying to invest in anything at all. I think that's a good segue to just talk about this is edutainment. This is not financial advice. I'm not suggesting that you buy or sell anything. Legally can't do that. You should certainly do your own due diligence and research and consult a financial professional for specific investment advice. I'm just providing some education and entertainment here, and I appreciate you guys tapping in. So all that being said, I think this is a good move for the crypto space. I think it's a good move for government of the United States and any crypto investors at large, right? So I've never been robbed for crypto or hacked for crypto. Prayer that I'm never hacked or robbed for my crypto, or virtually hacked or robbed for my crypto. But I do understand that it's happening. And so, we want to keep the industry vibrant and alive and growing. And we want to keep as many bad actors out of it as possible. So, great move by the federal government. I think it's that time. Crypto has garnered adoption to the point where we really got to start giving this thing a solid look in terms of regulation and making sure we're protecting people the same way you protect consumers in the real world. I think consumers are going to need some protection in the metaverse. Not sure how the United States government goes virtual, but hey, it's the United States government. They will figure out a way. So in any event, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. So real quick, if you found some great value in the video, go ahead and smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. I'd appreciate it. Costs you absolutely nothing, and it helps get the video out to more people like yourself who would find the information valuable. So it's greatly appreciated. Also hit that subscribe button. So not only hit the like button, subscribe and the notification bell so you can stay up to date with anything that's going on with TICKR Finance, TICKR Apparel. Last but not least, please visit TICKRapparel.com. Again, that's www.TICKRapparel.com. Right now, we have 4 premium t-shirts. You can go online, purchase one of those t-shirts, and you are going to receive 10% of the gross sale back in Satoshis, which are fractal Bitcoins or fractions of a Bitcoin. And so it takes about 2 to 3 business days after the purchase. We'll get the shirt out to you as soon as possible. Please be patient with the post office. They're working like crazy to keep the mail going, and things are busy. So in any event, guys, man, I appreciate that love and support. Peace and blessings as always. I'm out. Y'all take care.